And we're back with the second half of History of Black Gay America, where we encourage you to know your history and know your heritage. Once again, don't forget to check us out at blackgayusa.meakproductions.com. Once again, that information is located at the bottom of this screen. And later on in our episode, we're going to have a special visit from our First Lady. She just actually had a chance to come into the studio. Let's get back to you, brother.
Yes, sir.
What has been going on with you as far as the reality TV show projects? First of all, what kind of gave you the inspiration or the interest in being a part of that particular movement?
Definitely, I've always, when I first met you, we talked about, you becoming my manager, and I stated that at that time that I've always been interested in the reality growth of myself, because that's a brand that I feel like I can actually go and be myself. Rather than like trade, you read a script, you learn a script, you study your lines, and you go and present that particular person that they wrote for you. But the reality show is different because you get a chance to be yourself, you get a chance to tell your own story in a sense. And so I've always wanted that for me. And so I went out and searched it, and I went out and continued to search. As I stated, this is at Chase Atlanta was the fourth reality show that I've been accepted on. So from there, I was just able to move forward and experience something that I never experienced before, which was a good thing.
Awesome. Because let's kind of backtrack a little bit, because Trade was your very first film project.
Correct.
And that was, like you said, more scripted. Because I know when I first started seeing promotions about it, I thought it was reality, but come to find out it was scripted.
Right.
And then when I met you, that was when we was doing the casting call, because we was co-executive producers for the Terrence Styles Experience. Want to give a shout out to Terrence Styles.
What's up, Terrence?
We was actually doing that, and then that's how I met you for the first time.
Right.
And I know, I think when we connected, I kind of remember, I said, wait a minute, you kind of look familiar, because it looked like I done saw you back in the day.
Right.
And then that's when I found out that you was born and raised in Georgia, and that's how we had that connection.
Yeah.
But it was with that particular potential reality show project, the manuscript.
The manuscript.
And that's when we first met. And then after that, that's when you had got the casting call for both Chasing Atlanta and G-Status, ATL Hustle, right?
Right. G-Status come before Chasing Atlanta.
That's what the casting part.
The casting part.
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
Just so happened Chasing Atlanta produced themselves before G-Status, and they came out and popped. G-Status was just in the making for maybe 2-3 years. We had some guys that was on, but then some people freeze up on camera, so we couldn't move forward. So we got a group. We had to wait till we get a group that was actually confident and comfortable with being on camera and actually can give us a good show. So it took us about 3 years for that, so that's why it slowed us down. But yeah, G-Status was first, and then Chasing Atlanta.
Wow. So tell us about the experience, because I know, of course, with Chasing Atlanta, everybody knows the type of image that you've been portraying on Chasing Atlanta. And we also know that everybody that has been following reality TV, they know that even though it's reality, some stuff is still kind of scripted in a way. Some stuff is still kind of minor. It's like set up to some degree when it comes to the production or when it comes to the actual scenery, put it like that.
Right, and the way we say it, we say stage. Because it's not scripted at all. It's basically staged.
That's what I meant to say, stage. I'm sorry about that.
Coming through a door, we may have to repeat ourselves coming through the door just to make sure it look right on camera. And we kind of know in advance what we're going to talk about, but so that's why I wouldn't say scripted, it's staged. Like, go there,
and that was a misspeak on my part. I apologize for that.
So, yeah, it's definitely reality, but it can be staged in certain forms.
Yeah, gotcha.
Just to make sure it look good on camera for the people.
And I know there's a lot of things that, because for example, speaking from a producer's end myself, when we're trying to pitch shows to be picked up by networks, of course, we have to make sure that it's popping, we have to make sure it's catchy, we have to make sure that, it can draw the numbers and also draw the interest. So I know from producers have to worry about that, and then you all have to worry about making sure that you all are putting forth in the best light. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I can understand that in heated situations, you can tell how it's like you may be in the midst of a heated situation, and sometimes you may wish, well, I hope the producer don't film that, but come to find out they do, because if it brings a good story and if it brings more drama, then they're gonna put it on there.
Right. Things like we film for hours. Us as the cast members, we don't know a lot of times what's gonna make to TV and what's not gonna make TV. So that's why we just tell everybody just watch and support. We can't say, hey, we did this, hey, we did that, because some shit we talk about may not even make it. It's up to the producers the last day once they edit it and put the story together to tell a great story. So that's what they're looking for. It's a great story. Some stories come with drama, some stories come with entertainment, and overall at the end of the day, once you're doing reality or you're doing any type of show, it's all about entertainment.
That's right.
That's what a lot of people forget when they go on, oh, Kim, you this, you that. So if I'm not this, if I'm not that, then what are you gonna get out of what you're watching? Because obviously this brought you back to watch another episode for you to enjoy whatever you've been watching. So I can be a lot of things, but I'm not gonna be a whole lot of that what you want me to be, because I know exactly what's going on. I know what my role and my position is, and I'm just fulfilling that. And so however they capture it, it's cool, but I do want them to know me and get to know me in a better light.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I remember you also said that, you know, to be honest with you, one of the reasons why people draw to you when it comes to reality show projects, because they know that you're going to bring the drama.
I'm going to bring a good show. I'm going to do what I got to do to get views.
Because you're an entertainer, and you've always been an entertainer, so you've had experience being on stage. You've had experience being in front of the camera before.
Right.
So you're probably one of the few that's with these groups that's coming with experience.
Exactly. I think that's where a lot of the misunderstanding come from. So because in my mind, because I've already filmed before, I did scripted series where we had to make this happen, and so we have to give a good show. And so doing reality, sometimes it can be a little lagging. But I'm not a lagger when it comes out to reality. I'm all about popping and we got to get this out, this and that. So that's how I always thought we have to produce, we have to make a show look good. So if something come up, then bring it out. We on reality now, it's no more of a scripted show. And so that's how it was a lot of times. I think that would cause a lot of misunderstandings or misconfusion or misjudgments on my part, because I only seen it from how I want to see it. And so to some people, it just probably wasn't their own way. But overall, I feel that we gave an interesting, great show, and we brought and pulled in an audience.
And I think what a lot of people also don't realize, and for those people that are watching, is that even when it comes to scripted shows, just like, for example, like with comedy, sometimes you have to improvise. That's why they have a certain genre called improv comedy, where you just improv. It's sort of like freestyle rap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where you got the bust rap, freestyle, right on the moment, right on the scene. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of people don't realize that acting can be like that too, because you can have a script, but sometimes you may have to improvise. Depending on the type of production, but depending on the way everything is set up or staged, as you would say.
Right, and see, with acting, you still want a little bit of reality with that, and that's where the improvising come from, because it can be rote in certain type of way, but if you don't improvise or know how to improvise and when to improvise, it doesn't seem as real. Or, you know, you want the people to capture it just like, you know, just like it is. So that's where improvising come from, and that's why I enjoy doing trade, transforming into the reality part of it.
Gotcha.
Greetings, this is Angela Hutchins, the First Lady of History of Black Gay America, Atlanta chapter, encouraging you to know your history and know your heritage. Stay tuned for more empowering interviews after this break.
When I'm done, half of humanity will still exist. The end is near.
Now, we know that a lot of people have been making a lot of comments.
Yes.
Like I said, you know, Akeem is so messy, and why is old ass hanging around all these little young folks and all of that stuff?
But alive.
Okay, so what do you really have to say? Because I know once you go to one of the other talk shows, they probably want to dig more deeper into all of this.
All right.
But you know, what do you have to say? First of all, when you started getting all these type of comments, some positive, some negative, when you started getting these comments, you know, what was your reaction to those type of comments at first?
Actually, I don't have a reaction to it. For one, I'm a grown-ass man. I fuck myself, meaning I can do whatever. I fuck, feed, and finance myself. However you want to do it, I don't want to be disrespectful. So a lot of the comments, I can read them and push past them because they don't stop me from believing in who I am. They don't stop me from loving myself. They don't stop me from being confident in myself. So I just feel like these people are just viewing and they have their opinion on what they see. And I'm not here because I'm still under contract. I can't explain to y'all and say this and that. I can't do any of that. Whatever y'all judgment is, then I respect your judgment, your opinion. But am I going to feed back into it, or do I respond back to a lot of the negative comments? No, because it's not going to get me anywhere. And then even feeding back into it, it's not going to do nothing for me. The only thing I'm going to do is those people that doing the negative comment, I'm going to bring your name to a limelight where your name at this point to me, it doesn't even matter.
Okay.
So why should I feed into somebody that don't know shit about me?
Okay, gotcha.
Bye.
Okay. They say child bye.
When it comes down to you paying my house notes, my car notes, feeding me, doing all that shit, and clothes, shoes, everything from head to toe, then we can talk. Other than that, there's no discussion.
No discussion.
Keep coming.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna read them.
Okay. So, so we got Chasing Atlanta, now we got G Status ATL Hustle. And I think a lot of people was giving you props, especially after that crazy ass reunion. It's like, let's stick with Chasing Atlanta for a minute. Them goddamn reunions are a damn trip.
The reunions are a trip because, say for instance, like, I don't want to call no names like that, but Devon. He, from last season and last reunion, Devon was doing a bit much, but this season he really wanted to change himself around. He did good the whole season.
Oh yeah, I got to give Devon his props.
Yeah.
He brung it. When it came to professionalism, I mean, I was completely impressed with his turnaround and stuff like that, and had his man with him and stuff like that. So I was very impressed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With the fact that how he was able to do a complete turnaround. I was impressed with what's my Jalen. I was impressed with him because it seemed like he started to become a little bit more professional.
Yeah.
Of course, we had the incident with the fight and all of that stuff, but it was good to see him building his store, opening his store, and doing something. And because in the first season, a lot of people were saying that it seemed like it was just talk, but not enough action or not enough results. So I'm glad that they show a little bit more results from some of these other people. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Jalen doing his own thing. He just decided to pull away from all the negativity and focus on.
And I don't blame him.
And that's a great thing.
That's a great thing for him, especially because when you are a boss, and like myself, when you are a business, you have to be careful who and what you associate your brand with. I talk about that all the time.
Right.
So one of the biggest things that people liked were your comment at the end of the season 2 reunion. Baby, would you say next season is all about what?
It's all about the numbers.
The numbers.
And the shirt will be coming out soon. The shirt will be coming out soon. It's all about the numbers, because we do want to see the numbers. People talking a whole lot of shit, y'all. I want to see the numbers.
Yeah, I want to see the numbers and stuff like that, Yeah, because I'm gonna wait till we do another episode to talk about my comments on certain things and stuff like that. We're gonna keep it professional on this show. But about G Status ATL Hustle. Now it's starting out real good, and of course the first couple of episodes was kind of about my boy S-Dot. And Sherrod, I want to give Sherrod a shout out for those people that didn't know. He was selected as our Mr. Spring Quarter 2016 and stuff like that. And I know we was getting ready to do more with him and stuff like that. So we're gonna bring him on the show too. So be on the lookout, Sherrod. Once again, we would like to thank our new first gentleman of history of Black Gay Atlanta, wSir'Akeem Gionnie, for joining us and allowing us to be the first to interview him. And we're so glad to welcome you to this movement. And get ready for more with him. He's going to be present and one of the official faces, media faces, that's going to be out and about throughout this year's Atlanta Black Gay Pride celebration this coming Labor Day weekend, okay? For more information, all of that stuff should be located at the bottom of this screen. And everybody can actually follow you and reach you via Facebook and Instagram. You also on Twitter?
Yeah, I am, but I don't know. I gotta find somebody to fill that part for me.
Okay then. So it's mostly just Facebook and Instagram.
Social media.
I know, but we got to keep it going. You're a brand now.
I know.
Okay. So, but I think Your IG is what? wSir'Akeem Gionnie?
wSir'Akeem, everything is wSir'Akeem Gionnie. Yes.
Okay, wSir'Akeem Gionnie is how you are able to follow him. You can also follow him on stuff that he's doing with the History of Black Gay America brand for the Atlanta chapter.
Yes, with my girl Angela Hutchins. Make sure y'all check her out.
Okay.
On Facebook and all her social medias.
Yes, matter of fact, I think Angela is in the building.
She is in the building.
Come on, girl. Angela's in the building, honey, so we can close this out right, Miss First Lady.
I don't know if y'all can see my hand, but I'm going to move down so I can bring her in here.
Ask them if they ready.
Yeah.
She said, y'all whores. Are you ready, whores? Or is you ready,
Come
whores?
on, have a seat, honey. This gorgeousness that y'all see over here, honey.
This our first lady.
Okay, and she got this new hair, honey, and we getting ready to leave here and have the first historic photo shoot. Okay. Okay.
We already ready.
Okay,
Right.
but actually we're getting ready to leave here and work on the historic photo shoot for the 7th anniversary installment of History of Black Gay Atlanta, which also features our annual Atlanta Black Gay Pride Press Conference Series, our annual Black Pride Pass giveaway via our radio shows and stuff, and what else? I think that's about the actual annual campaign. So get ready, but I know you're going to be slightly out of commission for a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna be down for about 4 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, so yes, I mean, you may end up missing Black Pride this year.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be definitely missing Black Pride this year.
Yeah, because you got to have like some minor surgery and
Yeah, I
stuff
got a
like
little
that.
minor surgery going on next week.
So,
yeah, I want y'all pray for the first lady.
Yeah, pray for the First Lady. We'll keep her in prayer. That's why we got to get this photo shoot done.
And we got
First
all
lady
baby
and
back.
first gentleman.
Yeah.
We about to hit it.
So yeah, but since it's actually been, this year is your 3-year anniversary with us.
Yeah.
And so get ready for the actual anniversary celebration that we're going to be having with her, along with Mr. Meak Productions 2016 through 17, Clark, Brandon Ishmael, our most successful Mr. Winter Quarter, and also our Mr. Summer Quarter, Reginald Bell Carter. I think all of them have kind of been with us anywhere between 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, they have.
Reginald has been with us the longest, so this is his 5th anniversary with us. So he's going to have a major presence in this coming summer edition of the 10th anniversary of Summer Heat. So be ready for that. All of that information is located at the bottom of the screen. Until next episode, you all remember to know your history and know your heritage right here on History of Black Gay America. See y'all soon.
See y'all.